Welcome. You have successfully checked into your abundance timeline.
Hey, welcome back to the Rich Girl Podcast. I am your host, Karyn Medeiros. And this is the place where we talk about wealth identity, manifestation, and what it actually looks like to become the woman who has everything that she wants. If you are new here, I am an award-winning manifestation coach and a two-time best-selling author. And if you have been rocking with me for a while, then you know how we do and what we do. So today's episode, I am really excited about this one because it's one of those topics where I feel like most of the advice out there is a little too vague. And when I started to apply what I'm going to share with you today, things started moving fast, kind of where like it didn't really freak me out, but I was like a little freaked out of like, oh, wow, like that was super fast. So we're talking about how to speed up your manifestation. And no, I'm not going to tell you to write, 14 pages in your journal or close your eyes a little bit harder and just kind of visualize, even though, those things work. But that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to share something a little bit different. It's more identity based, but it's practical and it fucking works. So I just want you to hone in with me for the next, 5-10 minutes so I can explain exactly how to do it. So I want you to get out a piece of paper. I want you to take your phone, take notes, whatever you need to do. There's 3 things that I'm going to, if you start to change today, they will bring in your manifestations a lot faster. Okay. So, first, we're going to start probably off like why your manifestation is moving slowly or why you think that it's moving slowly. Okay. If your manifestations are taking forever, most people will tell you that your vibration is off or you're not grateful enough or fucking Mercury is in retrograde or something. And I'm not throwing any of that out. Energy matters, frequency matters 100%, but manifestation doesn't move slowly because of your energy. It moves slower. It moves slower, not slowly. It moves slower because of your identity. So let me explain. Your subconscious mind, the part of your brain, the part of your brain that is running the show like 95% of the time all day, is always working to keep you consistent with who you believe you are. So if deep down you believe you're someone who struggles, you will be kept with someone who struggles or who has to work hard for everything, who never catches a break. You will always work hard for everything. You will never catch a break if that's what you believe. Your subconscious is going to filter out opportunities and block you from taking those, aligned actions that you should be taking, and will again keep recreating the same reality over and over of like, yep, you don't think you can catch a break? Great. I'm going to make sure that that happens. And the energy isn't doing it to be mean, it's just doing its job. It's keeping you consistent. So when you're doing all the right things, saying the affirmations, making vision boards, journaling and all that, but nothing is moving, it's usually because your identity hasn't caught up yet. So the manifestation's trying to land, but the version of you that would receive it doesn't exist yet. So it can't be received. So think of it this way. Imagine you manifest a $20,000 month, but the version of you that currently exists, right? Her beliefs, her identity, even her nervous system, she doesn't feel safe with 20K. She doesn't even know what to do with it. She doesn't feel worthy of it. Like she's like, what? Like $20,000? So when new opportunity shows up, what happens? She misses them. She self-sabotages. She doesn't receive them. That is an identity problem. It's not a vibration problem. It's an identity problem. So the fastest way to speed up your manifestation is to close that gap between who you are now and who you need to become to hold what you are trying to call in. Okay, does that make sense? So there's 3 things that will actually help you speed up your manifestation. So number 1 is stop manifesting from the gap. Start manifesting from the identity. So here's what manifesting from the gap looks like. I want that. I don't have it yet. I hope it comes. Please, universe, give it to me. Right? That energy, even if it's dressed up in gratitude, affirmations, it still has like a lack in it. You're in the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And so you're staying in that gap every single day, right? I want it. I don't have it yet. I hope it comes. So rich girl manifestation flips this completely. So instead of focusing on what you don't have, you start being the woman who already has it. And I'm not talking about pretending. I'm talking about actually deciding on an identity level that, okay, this is who I am right now. So instead of, I'm manifesting 20K a month, it becomes, I am someone who makes 20K months. So what does she do like all day? What does she do today? How does she speak? What does she say? What does she say no to? What does she tolerate? This is identity led manifestation. And it moves so much faster because you're not pulling from a place of lack. You're operating from a place of already, like it's already here, right? So I want you to pick one thing that you're manifesting right now. And I want you to write down 5 things that the version of you who already has that would do completely different, right? Like, what would you do differently today? Then do one of them, at least, just one. That's it. And by you doing at least one of them, you are collapsing that gap. Number 2, clean up your energy leaks before you call anything in. So I know that I did a podcast about energy leaks. I'll see if I can link that one, or you'll be able to see it below when you scroll around your energy leaks. It was a really powerful one. Imagine you're trying to fill a bucket with water, but the bucket has holes in it. So you keep pouring, you keep doing the affirmations, the journaling, the vision boarding. But if the leaks are still there, that bucket is never going to fill up. Your energy leaks are the things that are quietly draining your frequency, your power, your signal to the universe, right? Without you even realizing it. So like it could look like things like you are tolerating a relationship that you shouldn't be in, right? You're saying yes when you mean no, like over and over and over. Or you consume social media content that makes you feel like a piece of shit because you're watching all of this curated, highlighted reels that makes you feel like you're nowhere near where you're supposed to be. Any type of like unfinished thing. So like the course that you bought but never opened, or, the business idea that you keep starting and stopping, or resentment that you haven't released. So it could be towards money, towards people, even towards yourself. Every single one of these is costing you. So they're not just draining your emotional energy, they're sending a signal that you don't value your time, you don't value your energy, you don't value your standards. And what happens? Your manifestations land in a leaky container. So before you try to call in more, I want you to audit what you're currently losing. So just do a 5-minute energy leak audit right now. Grab a piece of paper and just write down what's draining you. Anything, relationships, people, commitments, resentments, anything that immediately comes into mind. Just put them on the piece of paper. And what this does is it brings up awareness. So now you're aware. And you can plug 1, 2, 3 holes in that bucket because now you're aware, this is, okay. So, you could be like, well, I have a friend who's very draining. Okay. Now that you've come aware of it, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to limit my time around her. I can still send her love. I can still, be a friend with her, but I'm actually going to limit my time because every time or more time that I'm with her, it's just constantly draining energy. And I'm just not available for that. And then number 3, I want you to compress time by borrowing belief. So this one is a game changer. And I think it's like one of the fastest ways to speed up manifestation. So here's the thing about belief. You can't always manufacture like belief just out of thin air, right? Especially when it comes to money or a life that looks completely different from what you grew up around. Your brain literally doesn't have evidence that it's possible for you. So what do? You borrow the belief from someone else. So when you see someone who looks like you, started where you started, grew up like you, and they've made it, your brain logs that as evidence like, oh, this is possible. It's real. It's available. Now, when I say that somebody looks like you, I'm not saying like to physically like they look like you. You know what I mean? Maybe they're in the same niche. They're in the same niche. They're in the same season of life that you're in. Okay. But you borrow that belief because you're like, oh, you found evidence. So now your brain is like logging evidence. And that borrowed belief starts to rewire your subconscious faster than like any affirmation could, right? It's literally why testimonials are so powerful when you share them. It's why being in the right room with the right people literally changes everything. When someone else is already living your dream, your nervous system sees that as safe, it's possible, it's for me, and it's evidence. She can do it, so can I. So if your manifestations are, they're not coming as fast as you'd like, right? You know, do a little audit. Who are you surrounding yourself with in real life, in your feed, in your ear? Who is already living the life that you're trying to call in? And if you can't think of anyone, that is also an answer. You've been trying to believe something that your brain has no reference to or reference for. So go find them. I'm sure you can find, go find them, follow them, listen to their stories, let your brain build new neural pathways around what's possible, whether you're in the room, a physical, like not a physical room, but like you're in a room, right? Like if you're in one of my programs and now you're surrounded by all these women that want the same thing, or you follow somebody online, I want you to just identify one person who's living a version of what you want. Doesn't have to be your identical path, right? Someone who just makes your life think, that is available for me. Then I want you to follow them, consume their content, but consume their content intentionally, right? Like, let it expand you. So the fastest manifestors that I've seen, clients, women I've studied, people I've worked alongside, they have one thing in common. They decide first and then they figure out the how. Actually, they don't even figure out the how. They decide and they let God, the universe, figure out the how. They just let it happen, right? Most people are waiting for proof before they decide, waiting to feel ready before they commit, waiting to see the path before they take the next, the first step. And that is literally not how manifestation works. Like that doesn't work. Okay. It does not work. The way that it works is it rewards deciding. So when you decide from an identity level, like this is happening for me, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm not available for any other reality, right? I'm not this is it. This is what I want. Something shifts. Doors open, ideas come, the right people appear, synchronicity starts stacking up, and then your energy changes, your attention changes, your actions change, and then the world starts reflecting that back to you. So here's what I want you to do after this episode. I want you to pick one thing, one manifestation that you have been sitting on the fence about, and I want you to decide right now, like today, okay, I am working towards it. Not I'm trying, I will try, right? It's not try. I am working towards it. Decided. You've decided, you're done, it's happening. And then act like that woman. Speak like her, move like her, dress like her, whatever you need to do, make decisions like her. That, my friends, is how you speed up a manifestation. So I can't wait to hear all about it. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for continuing to hang out with me and to listen and to try, things that I say because I hear you. I love, love, love. My love language is like you sending me a message saying, like, oh my God, I tried this and it worked. And I'm like, yes, 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 yes. So I will drop all the links below on how you can get into the room with myself and how there's tools out there that we have that will help you manifest faster. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.